Good morning. It is Tuesday, March the 28th. It's about 7:40 in the morning. It's cold last night. It's been cold every night. So I've been up since about 6 something, early 6:15, something like that. It's just so cold, it's hard to get up and going. Have very little water, less than 500 milliliters or less than half a liter of water. But it's cool, and it's not maybe 2 miles to a good water source, but there's probably going to be water somewhere before then based on the rain. The plan for today is I'm just not sure. I know it's like 13 miles to Mount Laguna. I doubt I could do that today. But I'm just going to load up, take off, and just see how far I get. I may try to camp short from there. Either way, the storm is coming in on Wednesday, and I don't know if it's going to be afternoon or if it's going to be early Wednesday morning. But Wednesday and Thursday probably going to be terrible days, and then the weather's going to be cold, but no rain on Friday. So some crappy weather coming in. We'll just have to deal with it. All I have to do is resupply at Mount Laguna. I don't know if there's anywhere to camp around there at all. And then just try to head out. So that's kind of the tentative plan. We'll see if it changes or how it goes. All right. 9:06. Leaving my camp spot for day 5. I want to show y'all something. Last night this mud was a little bit wetter. Can you see that track? I started to set my tent up here, and that track freaked me out. I thought it was a mountain lion at first. I went and looked up the track, and it's a big dog track. But leaving camp. No plan on how far. It's a mile, 2 miles to water. I need some water. And here I am back on trail. I'm gonna need some water. So that's the plan right now. 2 miles to Kitchen Spring, I think. Kitchens Creek. And get water there. Took a while to get going, still working through the process of the morning routine of just getting everything together and packed up, condensation off, and all that stuff. So I feel tired today. I just feel beat right now, but that's not good at the start, so I just need to plow through and get going. Okay, just wanted to show this view. See, right back in there is where I camped last night. The rock up creek just to the left in those trees is where my tent was at. Once the wind died down right at a little past sunset, you could hear this highways noise. It was nothing that kept me up. It's just something you could hear off in the background. Really good camp spot. I would put it at number 2. That very first camp spot I had up there on the overlooking that valley with that pond. The very first one, that's still probably my favorite. And then this one, I really like this one too. So onward and upward, northbound. It looks like we're saying bye to that side of the mountain over there by the highway. And we're flipping over and going on the other side of this mountain along the ledge, it looks like, and looking down into a different valley. So that's cool. Rounded the corner at the point there. There's supposed to be a waterfall down at the bottom, and there was a couple of campsites up there. Pretty cool. All right, a mile and a quarter from my campsite, came upon this. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to get some good water and drink up some, because I didn't drink much last night. Good stop. Drank a liter, and now I got a liter and a half extra carrying. There's water at Kitchen Creek, just a little ways up here, probably less than a mile, I think. But I think that you have to hike down to Kitchen Creek to get it. So this will save me a hike down, and I can skip that and then carry on. So that's good cold water to wash my face. Felt really good, refreshing. Definitely, I know it's only an hour into the hike or whatever, but definitely worth the stop to kind of refresh whenever you have to dry camp. And you don't have water, wash your face, extra water. So it's nice to come upon that. Pretty good little point view. Probably around mile marker 30 or so. Pretty cool little overlook. Climbing up, came around the valley, hit the road, came through right there. Now we're climbing up. I'm guessing to go over this mountain. Come around this mountain, and then up here. And I assume it goes along the face over there. So far 1,000-foot ascent for today so far. And not very far into it, just 3 miles into it. So I'm somewhere around mile marker 30, 31, somewhere in there, I would say. This is what I'm looking at for right now. Clear skies, storm's coming. Talk about that a little bit later. But I've got a decent breeze right here, plenty of water. Life is good. All right. Still making my way around this mountain. It's kind of exposed, take a lot of breaks, stop and catch my breath. Hasn't been real steep, it's just like a long uphill and then flat. So, storm's coming in. My wife was able to find, I think it's called Tiny House. Anyways, I got a bunk there. It's a hostel. I think there's 6 bunks to a room. So she reserved that for me for Wednesday night and Thursday night. And today is Tuesday, right? Yeah. Tuesday the 28th of March. So that means I've got to get to Laguna by Wednesday. Check-in's at 4. The storm or the rain, I think last I looked, up till noon there was no projected rain. So I'm about mile marker 32 or something. But so that's the plan right now. I'm gonna go down to this campground here a little bit, take a break and eat lunch, and then figure out how far I'm gonna go for the day. All right, still trudging along the trail. See the saddle? Came right over that saddle. You can kind of see the trail runs down. See all those trees? There's a creek. Drops down, and it's coming back up around this way. Oh man, I'm getting pretty tired. I'm ready for a lunch break. I'm trying to get to that. There's a Kibitz Creek ground with a pit toilet
trying to get there for the break, take lunch, and then figure out exactly how much further I'm going to go for the day. Sign. Explosive ordnance sign. Alright, I'm back on PCT. I didn't go down to that campground. It's way down there, all downhill, which means I'd have to climb back out of that thing. It's a long way, almost a mile. Now here's the trail. I guess we're going over that mountain somewhere, or around the side, I don't know. This is a better view. I guess this did a switchback. I guess we're going over the top of this mountain. We're still climbing up. Still climbing. All right. Whew, I am hurting. This climb has been brutal. So far, over 1,800 feet of ascent today. It's not like it's super steep. It's not. It's just a long, slow up. And I keep bypassing opportunities at places I should be taking breaks. So I still haven't ate lunch. I only ate that one little protein cookie for breakfast. That's all I've had today. It's like 2, I think. Haven't drank enough water. Mistake after mistake is what I've been doing. To be honest, I've been making a lot of mistakes out here. And luckily, it's in March and maybe I could get away with them. I guarantee you, if it was May, I couldn't make these mistakes and get away with them. I'd be in serious rescue type trouble. In March, okay, I think I've got enough water, maybe. I think I've got enough water to make it. But I've got to make myself stop and take more breaks and relax instead of just trying to power on. My problem is I see this up like this and I think, okay, I want to get that over with. And then I see another up and I think, well, I want to get that over with. And before you know it, I'm going 10 feet, having to stop and rest. My calves are burning. I burned through everything I've ate. I have no fuel left. You know, I'll see water and I'll think, well, I'll wait. The next water's not that far up, and then that water isn't there or whatever. I just making dumb mistakes, and I've got to stop that. So that's something I'm going to focus on thinking about this next part. I hope. I'm not sure where this trail's going after this. This is a saddle right here, and maybe we go over the top and down the other side. I don't know, but I could use a long, steady, slow descent, or just some flat ground, or some big trees just to throw out my pad and relax under for a while. A nice running creek would be nice too, but I don't think I'm getting the sunshine and dandelion picture life that I'm trying to envision for myself. Instead, I've got the sun blaring down, and it's all uphill. It's all uphill both ways. All right, I'm gonna try to keep trekking and stop bitching. Break time. Trail. Finally found some shade. I took a break. All right, it's break time. Finally found some shade. I took a break a little bit ago, but it was fully exposed in the sun, so I didn't stay very long. Got to climb another climb, probably 400 feet or so up, and then over to, it's 2.5 miles to the next water. I have this much water left. And then I have just a tad bit in another deal. That's my absolute reserve. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna cool my body down a little bit. Just relax a little bit. Ooh, my back tightens up on the way down. And then start that climb and just do it slow, not push it. And then hopefully that water is flowing there. I mean, I'm not in any danger or anything. I haven't drank enough water. I made a series of mistakes, as I said earlier. And now I've got to, when I get to the water, I've got to fix those mistakes. But, so I'm just going to rest a little bit and then get ready to go again. Oh my gosh. Water. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Whew. I'm hurting so bad. I need water so bad. I've been taking a sip. I said I'd take a sip every half mile till I got to my water source. But now, I'm gonna drink a whole liter at least. I'm stocking up. All right, pack's coming off. Relax time. Good water. Drink a liter, and I've got a little bit over 2 liters with me, which is enough to camp because there's more water in 2 miles. So, priority now is camp. I'm exhausted. So wherever I find a camp spot, that's where I'm gonna end up at. I know the GoPro won't pick it up. You can kind of see it's the middle mountain. You can see the trail kind of going over it. I should be close to topping out the climb for today. And then it should be flat or downhill until I find a campsite. All right, camp for the night. It's a good spot. Taking this one right here. Should be well protected from the wind. Might get some condensation, but I'll deal with that. All right, let me get it set up. All right, that is camp for the night. Switched over down here, a little flatter. Going to be a peaceful, quiet night. No noise. I believe there's a couple of hikers across the creek. I'll probably go over and say hi in a little bit. But right now, I'm gonna take my stuff and I'm gonna throw it in my tent. I'm gonna lay out my quick pad there, and I'm just gonna stretch out and relax for 20-30 minutes. All right, here's a creek right here. I'm gonna drink a lot of water tonight. Okay, it is 6:15. I am closing this video out for the day at mile marker 36.1. I have 5 miles to Mount Laguna tomorrow. The rain, I think, is not supposed to come in until like 4, last I checked. That's what I'm hoping. Good camp spot. I hope the video captured it because I don't feel real good. My stomach's been bothering me really bad. So I'm in my tent. I'm about to go to sleep. I don't think I'm even going to eat. I'm not a bit hungry. I don't think I could eat if I wanted to. Maybe I'll try to eat something in the morning. And then I have that short 5 miles into Mount Laguna. I've already done most of the climb. Shouldn't be a whole lot of elevation. Should be a pretty good hike into Mount Laguna. And then my wife got me a bunk at a hostel for 2 days. So that gives me time to recover and then sit out the storm. So the hardest day yet. That's the furthest I went. I don't remember how far I went, but it's the furthest so far. So maybe I can build on that, even though it's the hardest day. I feel like we did a lot of elevation, like at least 2,600 feet of elevation today. A lot of climbing. So that's where I'm at. And from mile marker 36.1, good night. And be back on it tomorrow.